So California is a one-party state under the total control of one political organization, just like Albania under Enver Hoxha. Hasn't gone well. How badly has it gone? Well, let's see. You thought robbing freight trains went out like maybe in the 1870s. Well, it's back in California. They're not supply chain issues that are keeping the packages from your house necessarily. They're gangs of criminals, a key constituency in the Democratic Party, looting freight trains in LA. Here's video of it. Piles of garbage that hasn't occurred to anyone in Los Angeles or in the state to pick it up. California, we're the garbage state. Why would we pick up garbage? That's what we do. We produce garbage. That's the new motto of Gavin Newsom. Well, Union Pacific, which has been in California for way over 100 years, now says it may stop operations in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, right up the coast, up the state in San Jose, 9 men just stormed a shopping center and robbed several stores. You're seeing footage of those robberies on your screen now. So we don't want to gloat in sadness or anything, but it's kind of an important thing if your biggest state falls apart, and it is. Adam Carolla lives in California, has all his life. His new book is Everything Reminds Me of Something, which all middle-aged people will understand. It's available for pre-order now. He joins us live. Adam Carolla, great to see you. And I'm sorry to keep picking on your state, our state, but robbing freight trains?
Well, you know, everyone says to me after I do these appearances, Tucker, when are you leaving California?
Yeah.
And I always tell them, I got 2 kids in high school, but I will be pulling up to their graduation in a U-Haul. That's my description.
But you shouldn't have to leave. You're from there. You've lived there your whole life. Like, why should you have to leave? Why don't the people who put garbage on the ground leave?
You know, it's interesting because, back to the train metaphor, they say if you live next to a train station, you'll stop hearing the trains eventually. Yeah. And it's that way in California with graffiti and trash in the homeless population. It's slow, it's gradual, but you just tune it out. Everyone here just tunes it out. And to be fair to the guys robbing the trains, maybe they're just cutting out the middleman. I mean, instead of go to the person's house and do the porch pirate thing and steal it from their porch, or go to San Francisco and do a smash and grab, why not just grab it on the train on the way in and eliminate the middleman?
That's such a good point. I have to say, if you care about the natural environment, if you love nature, to see the prettiest state in the country, in the world, desecrated like this by people who claim to care about the environment, I mean, what the hell? Maybe global warming isn't the only environmental concern, I'm starting to think.
Well, you know, it's never-ending lectures about, you know, not outlawing plastic straws and about outlawing gas-powered lawnmowers and gender-neutral toy aisles. We're living in essentially Calcutta, and we're talking about gender-neutral toy aisles. It'd be like if your son was strung out on fentanyl and you're talking about getting him cello lessons. It does seem, and by the way, I think this actually is dirtier than Calcutta is right now. I mean, I think, does anyone notice? I mean, you're famously in the business of noticing things. That's what you do. But when you go back to your house and have a beer with your neighbors, do they say, I can't believe this? It drives me nuts. And no, everyone in California is in the business of tuning out everyone but themselves. Right. I mean, that's what attracts people to California. No one's from here. You come here to tune out everyone but you. So they somehow have tuned it out. But to me, it's the first thing you see when you enter a city. You know, when you drive around and you see that car with the Bondo on the fenders and the fast food wrappers on top of the dashboard, and you go, oh, that person's crazy? That's what we look like. We look like a crazy old woman driving around a beat-up car. I feel like moving back and saying to everyone else, you're not from here, get out, you wrecked it. And living next to you and taking a stand. Probably not going to. Adam Carolla, I will see you in Texas or somewhere. Thank you. Thanks, Tucker.